Hello and welcome to Coolest Animation's video review of AM-13 Arms Micron Deluxe Class Magic Knockout with glue. I'm not sure. Gra. Now, I decided to take a departure from my previous review, saying that I got him like this to show him off boxed. Because it's a very nice little box. It's obviously designed to go on shelves because it has a thing right there. Sorry, I'm just kind of fiddling with my lighting setup. Because it has the hole there. And yeah, I picked this guy up because I wanted some knockout to go with my breakdown. And I kept looking for one at Auto Assembly, but I never had the money when there was one. And I thought it was like too expensive, so I thought at the price that I paid for this guy, might as well pick up the Arms Micron release. So I had to show off the box. Here's a very nice picture of Knockout, CGI model with his blade and whatever that is, meat cleaver, corn on the cob, whatever. And there's a very shiny Knockout toy in vehicle mode. Unfortunately, that's not what you get in the box. Japanese kanji, whatever it is. I can't remember what the Japanese language is. There's gra, crab. I think it's like a fiddler crab. Crab turns into gun / sword. I'll get into that in a second. The top, AM, Arms Micron, more kanji, difficulty level 4, Decepticon, oh, no, yes it is, Takara Tomy, AM-13, Decepticon. Come on the side here, we've got another shiny Knockout picture, very nice, more kanji, some stats, health points, speed points, attack points, I think. There's the crab again, him holding it like a machine gun. Coming up this side, we get a very nice picture of Knockout transforming, some more stats. Come down the bottom, we have Sad Pac-Man, as Emgo put it. More stuff, AM-13, Japanese telephone numbers. Come on the back here, we get a picture of what's in the box. Knockout Fiddler Crab stickers. Some more stuff, picture of Fiddler Crab attached to the vehicle. Combo weapon, I do not know what this is called, but this is a combo weapon made from the Micron coming with Soundwave, and the Micron coming with Knockout, and the Micron coming with Starscream. I've got the individual release of Soundwave's Micron coming, and I might hopefully at some point be getting that one, so yeah. So yeah, and then you have some more Japanese words, very shiny Knockout again, kanji, AM-13, Arms Micron. Right, so here's AM-08. So he's Gra. Is any on here? Gra, Golan Zori. This is the brake scythe. According to TF Wiki. But anyway, yeah, very nice little box. And then what we want to do to get Knockout out is we open up this flap, or any flap, it's taped down. I'm going to have a bit of a problem here with space. Take that back. I know, you know, I'm not from the Alpha. Right. Sorry, a bit of technical difficulty here. I suppose you could call it. I'm not from the Alpha. There we go. So, just bring this back here. We can zoom in slightly. And then we want to come here. There's a cardboard insert here that we want to grab. Slide out. Empty box. We turn it around here. We'll find Knockout. Packaged. Car mode. Come here. Just want to kind of slide him out. We have him in car mode. And then we come over this side, untab this section, come here, stick our hand in there, we take out for the model kit for Gra, and then we also take out the sticker sheet and the instructions for Knockout. So, yes, bear with me a second while I put them together, and I'll leave it. So, yeah, there you have all the stuff. So Knockout comes in this little sealed baggie. I'm going to take him out. Using car mode. See the Micron ports at this point. As you can see, he's not too bad a car without all his stickers on. I'm hoping the stickers will improve him, but you'll also be able to tell that he isn't as shiny as it looks on the box. If I compare the box picture to him, you'll see that it's an extremely shiny knockout compared to a quite, not glossy, it looks very much like the plastic they used on Wind Charger, I think, the reveal the shield Wind Charger. But anyway, yeah, there you have him. And in this little sealed baggie, you got all the pieces for Gra. You can see Gra is quite complex. And then in this sealed baggie, if we open this one up, we've got the sticker sheet, some little Arms Micron promo, Knockout's instructions on how to transform him. Oh, very weird looking robot mode. I'll just transform it the way that everybody else does it. And then here we have the sticker sheet, which tells you where to stick the stickers on Knockout, Gra, and how they interact with each other. And there's the brake shaft, and it tells you how to form the brake shaft. So yeah, at least I'm hoping it tells you how to put the sticker on Knockout. There's the one that tells you how to put the stickers on. Great, more technical difficulties. Might have to cut most of this out. This is the problem with working on a crowded desk and trying to come up with a background the last couple of seconds. Right, there we go. All the stickers for Knockout. Where are the sticker details for Knockout then? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're on either side of the instructions. Oh, there's only a couple for... Okay, there isn't that many points. But anyway, so here we have Knockout, here we have all the stickers. Yeah, it's time to get...
Iron Birds of Fortune.
Right, so here we finally have AM-13 possibly, Medic Knockout with Gra built and stickered. Now, you will notice at this point a continuity error with the beginning of the review. If I can find the beginning of the review, it's been so long since I actually... Yeah, it really is finally after I've just like 3 months later or whatever. I never got round to filming Knockout, and then I was so sure I was going to do Hide and... No. I'm sorry if I sound weird. I have a cold. I also have a pressure thing in my ear, which means I can't hear very well, so I might be slightly loud. My hearing might be slightly off. But I thought, hey, I'm too old to go to school. I'm coming around to my grandparents, which is some of you may recognise as a setup for the Ginorama review when I was on holiday. So I shoved a couple of Transformers in my bag. Both of which happened to be Knockout and Hide. I'm not sure if I'll get both the reviews done. And decided, hey, I'll do a review of Knockout. So, finally, after 3 months or so, we're finally going to try and get onto a review. I'm not sure how this is going to work, so I haven't really... Excuse me. Unfortunately, I obviously don't have a large amount of figures here because, well, I have only a small bag to put things in. I did make sure that I picked up all my Microns, so you'll be able to see Microns, etc. The only things I have with me here are luckily the Breakdown, because you want to see Breakdown and Knockout together. Ironhide, Cyberverse Commander Guzzle randomly, because I picked him up a couple of days ago, and Prime Hotshot. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Luckily I didn't decide to try and build anything, so that would have been a pain. Right, so here we have Knockout in his vehicle mode. Quite a rolls, kind of skids on this desk, but it rolls. You haven't got much clearance underneath, unfortunately due to these knees, but it does kind of roll. Well, the back wheels seem to not be very good on my version. This lighting is so annoying. Is that any better? Is that any better? No. Oh, that's actually more the red colour than he is. Okay, we'll try without any lights for a moment, see how we go. So, here we have him. Now, the people that have watched my last review and remember it, because it was so long ago, will remember that this sticker was not here. It came with a whole load of spare stickers. I thought, what the hell, I have like 5 of them lying around now between Knockout and Breakdown. I don't seem to have got any spare Autobot symbols with Ironhide for some reason. No, I remember. But, so I took a sticker. Unfortunately, there's no really flat surface that you can put it on. Most of them have already got stickers on. So I took a sticker, put it on the back here, where it makes sense in vehicle mode, and took a little knife. You've got to make sure you do this beforehand. And just carefully sliced it between. It wasn't actually a knife, I don't think. It was like a thing for a pair of nail clippers. And, yeah. There you have it in vehicle mode. Micron port. Oh, here's Gra. In crab mode. Yeah, there's not much you see. You plug things in there, you plug things in there. I have found that the weapons from Dark of the Moon Topspin do go quite well on this. Yeah. The smaller guns. To transform each one, flatten out these pieces, fold this section together, and then fold together this section, and then this section you can lift it up and slide him along to wherever you want to. He has pegs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Posey has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On Knockout you have glued on ports here, 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 and then you also have ones from the R&D version here and here, so you have a variety of places to plug him on. You can plug him on there, so you can joust with things. I do tend to, with Microns, plug him on there, kind of G1 target master style, but really, you can plug anything on anywhere, so you can really arms up little old Knockout here. Unfortunately, I can't really see him using all these weapons in the show at any point, because, well, Scratch is finished, but I suppose it's some sort of battering ram you can make out of it. These are all the Microns I have at the moment. I do have more, but they're unbuilt. So, yeah. Knockout. He is a slightly darker colour than the camera picking up, but he's not dark. For size comparison, here he is next to another red Micron release. Ironhide, so they're about the same size. No, they are literally almost the same size. Obviously, Ironhide's slightly taller because he's a truck. I think that's like, yeah, scale to be honest if they were real, but anyway, here is next to Prime Hotshot. So that's the Bumblebee mould. I'm pretty sure anybody would have a version of the Bumblebee mould by now. This is the print version rather than the first edition. If you haven't got a version of the Bumblebee mould, get one. It's not a massively bad figure, especially if you can get Hotshot. And here he is next to his buddy Breakdown. Yeah, and Breakdown is a lot taller than a long Knockout here. I think that's more or less show scale. I think there's a moment where they show them together. I think it might need to be a bit shorter than that. But anyway. Yeah. Time to get Knockout. That's Breakdown. And time to get Knockout. Knockout has a very fun and interesting transformation. People say this is a subpar figure. I have to disagree with them, but I'll get into that later. The stickers, thankfully, don't really rub anywhere. There's no massive rub points when you transform him. The knees here are flaking a bit. The camera probably won't pick that up. But they're coming away from their backing. That's the only thing, they don't flake. Mine at least come away from the backing lower. Underneath you can see shoulder spikes, feet, knees, that's about it. And back of head. But anyway, to transform him, what we're first going to do is we're going to come back here, grab onto this back section and just pull. That's going to extend his legs. And then you separate these. That shows the separation of the sticker. It came out much better than I thought it would. Rotate around these back sections to be his heel spurs. Then you're going to come around the front, grab these feet sections, rotate them around on their ball joint, put them flat, flip them down, rotate, put them flat. And there you have him in standing up Gurkha mode, I suppose. I suppose I should have really done that last because he's out of shot now. Anyway. And then we're going to come here to the front. Oh no, sorry, to the middle. We're going to grab these two sections. Basically just detach them and bring them down here. Then we're going to come here, flip out these sections, rotate them out, the wheels, and we're going to take this spine section that's left behind, with his legs, bring that section down, then we're going to come down to the bonnet here, flip up this section, flip out that section, and then we're going to detach the side piece of the car. This is where it gets kind of cool, actually. We're going to come to the side here, and we're going to plug the front of the car on there, and then these side pieces of the car just kind of flip around to make skirt armour. Okay, he does look more cherry now. I don't know whether that's closer to the colour now. Obviously the natural light is fading quickly. Let me just lift up the camera now. And then we're going to flip up these side pieces, rotate round the arms, come here, flip out his hand. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the Hasbro instructions at least, and then when I looked at the car instructions were pretty much the same. They basically tell you to leave his hands kind of like that. I think basically the Takara and the Hasbro instructions basically leave him like that. I suppose it gives him slightly more articulation in the arms, but anyway, I do like the way the arms go together, even though it does kind of suffer for it in rumble mode. You want to rotate this section around here, grab this section, and then flip it in. There, rotate this around on the joint, sorry, wrong way around. We're going to flip around his hand. Which way are we going to flip around his hand? We're going to flip around his hand to there. Anyway, you just want to take this section, flip it down, and then you want to rotate his hand forward. Same on this section, this side even. So we're going to flip that up, basically fold that into there, flip that to there, and we're going to make sure our shoulder spikes are flipped out. And then it's easier on this version because you can grab onto this section. You just want to bring that section down and bring his head forward, which should spring release his head. Now, it's really up to you how you leave these sections. You can just kind of leave him like that, or you can lift it up, which I think looks kind of retarded, leaving it straight up. His head sits a bit too high. Now, there is a knack to it that Van just points out in his RID knockout review. You can just kind of bring it down here, but you can kind of lift this section past the spring. So you can just kind of leave it there, but still it's a bit high. I just tend to leave it like that, basically. Just kind of adjust that ever so slightly, but just basically leave it flat. And then you want to take in these sections, and unfortunately these don't tab in very well, but you just want to basically bring them down either side of the thing there. And look, the head's a bit too low. Just basically lift it up until it's on a double joint there, so just basically fiddle with it until you have it how you want. And there you have it. So in road mode, you can see that he's a rather busy figure. He does have quite a lot going on, but I do like him. Articulation-wise, this is where he greatly suffers for his arms, which I'll talk about in a second. Head goes left to right. I'll go into the legs first because they're slightly better. No waist swivel, obviously due to transformation. Legs forward, backwards, due to transformation, basically double hinge knee. And you can lift these out to the side to get around this skirt armour. You can get some fairly big poses. And then also, because he can do such big poses, or what's nice is that his foot is on a ball joint, and that's on a hinge, so he can basically do ballet moves. To be honest, you can basically get his feet on a flat surface and just basically, yeah, as you can see, his feet are lying flat, and he's not back heavy, because most of his kibbles in his arms, etc. So he's not at all back heavy. He can support this weight without his heel spurs, which is quite nice. This light's really annoying me. No, that's too bright. That's too dark. That's too bright. That's closer to his real colour. We'll go for that for the moment and just see how it goes. Now, this is where it gets annoying. The arms. Their arms are ball jointed. Then you've also got to make sure that you don't untab any of these sections in the transformation. Rotation here at the elbow. But, this is the bit that really annoys me, his arm panels here, whilst nice, do kind of limit posability, because as soon as you fold this section to here, it stops the hinge there. Oh no, it doesn't. It does normally. Normally, it stops the hinge from... No, wait. If you bring it to there, it just kind of limits arm posability. Now, you can get past the fact that, because these sections are... That's what I mean. It just untabs so easily. That's kind of annoying. Stop it! But anyway. So, yeah. Micron-wise, he's got access to all the ports he had in vehicle mode. but obviously things are a bit more crowded now. He does have 2 additional places to plug microns now in the addition of his hands. And if I can rotate him without him falling over. 2 ports on his back here, which I'll get into with the ground in a second. But, unfortunately now, if I just remove the Cosmotector from the front here, he does now have the problem with his arms, where these panels hold 2 ports apiece, basically, his arms. And unfortunately, put anything heavy in them, they're ball joints now, rather than static car panels which are pegged in place, which means that he's not going to, this arm especially, he's not going to be able to hold things amazingly well. And then also, not only does the ball joint then feel under stress, but these panels here, which I was complaining about earlier about pegging in, they really don't help them. You can get plugged in, but after a while they start to pull down here. So he has rather low window chests. I won't make a comment that I was going to there. But anyway, so, to remove all non-essential microns from him, shall we? But yeah, so he obviously has a lot of places to plug microns on. I'll go over the ports in a second once I've got his chest sorted out. Sorry, I'm kind of just shoving the finger in front of you now, aren't I? And just kind of bring his head down slightly. Yeah, this figure you do need to fiddle around with a while. If you're actually going to try and mess with him rather than just put him on a shelf. But yeah, there he is. No! Yeah, that's a problem. His hand does become detached. Yeah. It's a ball joint. That's what I forgot to mention. He obviously has a wrist swivel. Now, in relationship to his own Micron, he doesn't work as well with his own Micron as he does with other ones. I mean, with Giant R, for example, he can hold him. I'm not actually going to plug him in that. You can plug him on there. You can have him on his back. Yeah, I think Giant was actually involved in one of his. So, Giant, etc., no problems having him. Any other Micron? Zamu here? Fine. Beha B, kind of fine. All these Microns, fine, except for the one they decide to give him. And it's not the fact his Micron is crap, it's not the fact that Knockout is essentially crap, but the combination methods are crap. Basically, he's a staff. Knockout's signature shock and drop staff, as he put it to RC. So, his hand. Now, unfortunately, because he's got all these pegs along here so you can move this section down, this is a flat piece. Yeah. So, you think, oh, Takara managed to get it in his hand in the photos. Oh, wait a second. This really isn't going in. Yeah. You can obviously plug him in there. But he holds it in the middle of the... What? There is one way of trying to get him in, which is, instruction basically say plug it in there and it should stay in there. And you have to find a way of doing that. The only way you really can is if these notches, they correspond to a finger or his thumb, you can just kind of precariously balance it on the edge there. You think, oh, I'll put that in there, and just, oh, yeah, his hand comes off before you can even get it in there. I'm just trying to attach his hand separately. Basically, you have to sit this section precariously in there, and just kind of hope that friction gets it in there. So let's knock out finally holding him. As you can see, it doesn't look as good as it looks on the box, and luckily, due to the array of ports, he doesn't have to be a staff, unfortunately. I would have really liked him to be a staff. He's not a good-looking staff, but I think the Knockout should at least be able to hold his weapon. Now, there obviously is some sort of knack of doing it, because, well, Takara's box photos do it. And I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't Photoshop something like that in. I can see them Photoshopping something in, but I can't see them Photoshopping an entire... There is obviously some sort of knack to it, but it's not easy to go. So that is a strike against this figure, in my opinion. But you can plug him in many places. You can plug him in there. Basically, you can give him to him like a sniper rifle using all these posts. You can give it to him like, that's how I like to do it. You can give it to him like a fusion cannon. And these posts are openable and closable, so you can give him like a claw, or if you want to store him, I suppose you can also give him like some sort of chest growth, or like some sort of Power Ranger cannon. I don't know. You can then on the back, on the 2 points on his back, if you want to store Gra, rather than having being a rather cool little crab, you can plug him on his back there. So yeah. Now, in terms of show accuracy, yeah, this is also a major complaint with the figure for people, because, well, just look, he's kind of got the arm panels. He doesn't have the block inside the arm panels, but he still has kind of window doors. He kind of has the feet. He has the shins. He's got a lot more kibble on his back. He's got the waist section more or less, although it's not rounded. That's fine. Chest kind of got it, but not really. It should be more thin. Wheels, he's got that. I do like the fact that they included these little shoulder spikes. But then you get to the top. It kind of falls apart. His eyes are clear. I think the show model is reddish. There's his clear eyes. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I need to just kind of put the show model back in here. These sections, these should be rounded, going up and down, but I understand, it's the print line. The print line, it's not perfect. It's more about the playability than the complete show accuracy. But I can understand why people would find this figure bad. It's your decision whether you buy it. I do like him, though. I'm moving into Final Verdict. No, I don't want to move into Final Verdict yet, because I've still got... So here he is next to Hotshot, slash Bumblebee. As you can see, more or less the same height. Not same height, but more or less. It's more or less there. He's a bit more bulky than Knockout, but oh well. Here he is next to his fellow Arms Micron red release. I suppose if we had three red Transformers. Swerve. I need to get Swerve now. No, I don't need Swerve. Oh, yes, because he's made a breakdown. Oh, whatever. Knockout, Ironhide, same sort of height. Print figures do seem to be more or less the same height. And here he is with his Buddy Breakdown. He is shorter than him because, well, Breakdown's a Voyager, but I'm not sure if this is the show scale. Let me look it up quickly. I'm not sure this is going to show up on camera, but this is more or less their height in the show. So, I think Knockout should be a couple of inches sort of there. No, there. I don't know, maybe. No, I think he should come to about... Yeah, he should come to about Breakdown's chest. So he is a bit shorter, but oh well. But yeah, so there's size comparisons. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have very many figures here, so I can't really show off Megatron. Now getting into Gra here, size comparisons of his own. Transform back to Crab, we just want to flip out his little feet. Grab these sections here. Flip out this section, flip out this section. So, need to go slightly, just ever so slightly lower the camera, because he is slightly smaller than Knockout. Just a little bit. Not massively smaller than Knockout, but just that little couple of meters shorter than Knockout. Not saying that Knockout's that tall, but you know what I mean. Here is next to Gina R. So, yeah. Brian's a cool little Micron. Just going to talk about him briefly, kind of his final verdict. He is a cool little Micron. He does have an opening and closing crawl there. And like I said, he does look cool with armor top spins weapons. But he is a cool little Micron. Here he is with the black snake dude. I really do need to turn a light on here. No, that's not the right light. Maybe if I just kind of point... That looks better now. I've put it up in the sky. Not in the sky. You know what I mean. Camera's going to run out any second. There he is with Snake Micron. And wait a second, I'll just do a family. There he is with all my Microns, minus the Cosmotector guys and the guys I haven't built. I'm saving to transform the Cosmotector guys until my review, because there is kind of a problem with transforming them. Or at least on my version. So, yeah. Here's general Micron height. These pieces are articulate, that's about it. So, under final conclusion. Here we have Knockout. Arms Micron Knockout. Now, is he worth the $29.99, whatever, that you'd have to pay from a import retailer such as Kapow, Toys and Games, but not any other UK import retailers really. Anyway, is he worth $29.99? It's really up to you. I mean, I can't really speak from experience because, well, I got this guy for, well, I got this guy for, well, £12.99 plus shipping from Japan, which only turned out to be £6 on the cheapest. So he's really, I can't really speak for experience about whether he's worth $29.99 because, well, I didn't pay $29.99. I paid £12.99. I paid basically retail plus shipping from Japan for the Japanese release of a Hasbro figure from HLJ. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that with recent figures because, well, they've sold out pretty quickly on HLJ. But really, it's just, I really do not know if he's worth the money. I really don't. It's really up to you. I mean, I like Knockout. I think he's a fun little figure. I do think that he's not a first edition. He's not first edition levels of accuracy, levels of anything, really. He's a print figure. He really is. He's designed for fun, for interesting. He's got an interesting transformation, a nice overall feel to him. He's just generally interesting. He's designed to be interesting. He's not designed to be, ooh, an amazing, completely show-accurate 1:24 scale figure. I do feel that's what people are treating him as. They're saying, oh, he's not show-accurate, I don't like him, he's a subpar print. If you want a subpar print figure, go look at Arachnid. I haven't got her, because, well, I don't really have that amount of money to waste. I must admit, I was slightly tempted by the Arms Micron version when it was reduced to like £6 on HOJ, but luckily it sold out, somebody saved me. But, yeah, I do think he's worth it. I really, for the price I paid for him, I have no regrets, really. I have a couple of regrets. One of them is, obviously, the fact you can't really interact with this figure. The other one is that, well, with combos, that ship's rather loose, as you can see, so you have to put him a certain way. But I really don't massively regret buying Knockout. And I don't think you should. I really don't. If you pay $29.94 for him, you'd be able to shift him for the price I paid for him. You'd probably be able to. If you see him for £12.99, for $20 even, pick him up. If you see him for $29.99, an hour over in a while, make your own decisions, but I think he is worth it. He is worth it for that price. I really do. I think that he's worth a pickup just to see. He's not a bad figure. He's not a show accurate figure, but I'm kind of rambling at this point. He's worth it. I think he's worth a pickup. Not necessarily for $29.99, not necessarily for $35.99, not necessarily for... I'd say the most I'd pay for him is $25.99. But you're not going to get it for $25.99, I would have thought. You're going to get it for $29.99. And for that price, I think your excitement will peak at that sort of price. I do enjoy Arms Micron, so I may be slightly biased, but I do think very much that your excitement's going to peak at $29.99. But then you also have to pay shipping at $29.99. So you really kind of... You know what, I could ramble on this for ages on the fact he's not show accurate, but he's a nice figure, etc. But I'm not. I want to try and get this review out of the way. It's been a long time coming. So, this has been Coolest Animations, reviewing... Oh, no, wait a second. Live eBay searches say you can get him for $14.34 with £4.12 shipping on eBay. Pick him up for that. Get him for $23.08. Pick him up for that. 24, yeah, pick him up for that. £26 plus £16 shipping? No, don't pick him up for that. Really do not pick him up for that. Because AM-13, Medic Knockout, worth picking up, not worth £30-40. Make your own decisions though. This is breakdown wielding combination that I just made. Because these were the only 3 microns I had for a while. Alright, so this has been Coolest Animations, finally after about 3 months, possibly 4 months, maybe slightly longer. Building and reviewing, well, I kind of built him 3 months ago and kind of did the beginning of this review 3 months ago. Kind of finishing my review of Arms Micron AM-13 Transformers Prime Medic Knockout. I'm sorry if this review is subpar because it's too long. Like I said, I haven't really done a deluxe Arms Micron before, so it's going to be interesting trying to do a Voyager one because I've got Nemesis Prime on the way from Kapow, which I just bought, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, hopefully I'll try and get this up, and then hopefully, although it's very unlikely because I have to clear up space on my camera, I'll then get Ironhide done. Oh, I'm rambling! Why do I have to ramble? Anyway, this has been the video review for AM-13 Medic Knockout. Worth pickup. I think your excitement will peak at $29.99, but that's just me. And he does come with a cool Micron. If I had to give him some sort of numerical rating, I'd give him a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. He would be a 7.5, definite 7, if he can interact with Gra a bit more. His current standing, I'd say 6.75 to be precise. So yeah, that's been the video review. Good night.